The following exercises were selected because they focus on human movement patterns. They promote function, they promote coordination and balance. They also can eliminate injuries because they are multi-joint and multi-muscle group, which also mimic human movement activities that often you find throughout the day. For resistance training, it would be best to do a 5-minute warm-up via cardio or calisthenics. Then you can proceed to perform 8 to 12 repetitions in 2 to 4 sets with a goal of muscular fatigue in mind. Always focus on form and control with each movement. Weighted squat. Feet slightly wider than shoulder width. Brace your core to stabilize your spine. Shift your hips backward and downward as you lower your thighs parallel to floor. To lift, press your feet into the floor through your heels to stand. Weighted deadlift. Feet hip with only a slight knee bend and weight to front of legs. Sit back into the hips as you hinge forward from the waist, keeping your back straight and the chest lifted. As the hips drive back, lower weight downward close to the shins. To lift, push hips forward, keeping the back and arms straight while pressing through the entire foot to stand. Chest press. Lie flat on a bench with feet on the floor or knees bent on the bench. Press weights over mid-chest, keeping wrists straight and palms facing forward. Slowly lower weights to mid-chest with elbows at a 45 to 70 degree angle to side of the body. When the weight seems as if it could touch the top of the chest, press the weight upwards back to the starting position. One arm row. Place the same side of body, knee, and hand on bench and grip one weight with the opposite hand. Brace your core to stabilize the spine, keeping the back straight while lowering the weight towards the floor to begin. Pull the weight upwards and backwards towards the hip and close to the body. Lower the weight back to the starting position, maintaining a straight back and retracted shoulder. Shoulder press. Sit with feet firmly on floor and brace your core to stabilize the spine. Lift weights to shoulder level, then retract and depress shoulders back and down. Press weights overhead until elbows are fully extended, keeping the back straight. Lower the weights back to the starting position, maintaining the contraction in the shoulder muscles. Resistance band squat. Stand in the middle of the band with feet slightly wider than shoulder width. Brace your core to stabilize your spine and anchor the end of the bands at the shoulders. Shift your hips backward and downward as you lower your thighs parallel to floor. To lift, press your feet into the floor through your heels to stand. Resistance band push or chest press. Anchor the band on a door or other non-moving object with band about chest height. Face away from the anchor with ends of bands in hands at shoulders. Step forward into a solid stance to place tension on band. Push both ends of the band forward until arms are fully extended, then return to starting position. Resistance band pull, or row. Anchor the band on a door or other non-moving object with band about waist height. Face the anchor with ends of bands in hands, stepping backwards to place tension on band. Pull ends of band toward hips, keeping elbows close to sides of the body. Resist the band moving forward back to the starting position. Resistance band carry, or shoulder press. Stand in the middle of the band with feet slightly wider than shoulder width. Brace your core to stabilize your spine and lift the ends of the bands to ear level. Keep the back straight and knees soft at all times. Push the ends of the bands overhead until your arms are fully extended and then return to the starting position.